Good morning, everyone. I realized that the music initially this morning was way too loud, although you probably didn't notice because you probably just like, oh, it's loud, let me turn it down. But I recorded an interview with a pretty cool illustrator that's going to be on Let's Talk this weekend. Anyway, I had adjusted my sound settings for OBS, and I never adjusted it back, so there's that. Let's see. First things first, this camera is super bright. Let me fix that real quick, and then I'm gonna say some hellos. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's see. We have Kenny, good morning. Robin, good morning. Stephanie, good morning. Queen of Flannel, good morning. Della, good morning. Shannon, good morning. Let's see, good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Dee. Let's see. Della, did I say good morning to you? I probably did, but now you get two. Good morning, everyone. Well, it is Wednesday morning here in my neck of the world. I think it's Wednesday most everywhere. I don't think it's quite Thursday yet in some places. But I've got my coffee this morning and we got our picture. So I looked it up. So I wanted to find out if people still had access to this picture, which I did. I went to Christine Karron's website. You can go there. The link is in the description below. Of course. The link is in the description below. So this is still available for download. What is on? There's something on my paper. Oh well, guess it's there now. Anyway, like I said, it is on her website, available for download. This was a drawing that she drew specifically to celebrate 4,000 members in the Good Morning Boots in the Facebook group. And I've had this printed out and sitting around for ages, and I've been wanting to color it, and it's just like, there's like a backlog of pages that I want to do, and there's just only so much time. Let's see. You were mad at your alarm this morning. Why? I was mad at my alarm this morning because it kept going off. Does that count? Hi, Joanna. Oh, awesome, Boots. Hi, Sheedy. Yeah, so this one is for free, and it is on her website. I printed this off on the Nina cardstock. You can type in !Nina, or I think I also have it in the description below. But we are going to be using the Arteza Everblend Ultra Brush Nib mark. Oh, it woke you up. Okay, in that case, then I was mad at mine too, Kenny. I missed a lot of streams. Well, you're good. You're here now. It's all good. Right? Hi, B. Yes, Christine's illustrations are gorgeous. Thank you, Shannon. So we have all 5 sets. We have the Deco, the Tropical, the Flora, the Portrait, and the Gray tones. So we're going to be obviously using some portrait tones. I was sitting here thinking, what color scheme do I want to go for? Do I want to go for like kind of lighter, like blues and greens and maybe pinks? Or do we want to go for more fall colors? Or do we just want to jump right in it and like make her tank top red and her sweater green? Because, you know, Christmas. Which now that I say that, I'm kind of leaning towards that. Because once we decide what color we want for her shirt, you haven't used one alarm clock. Well, to be fair, you have a gajillion dogs that are your alarm clock. So technically you have, but they're just, you know, by slobbery kisses. So, I don't think I'll do any obscure skin tone today. I don't think I'll do a dark skin tone. I think I'm just going to do a light skin tone because it's what I'm most familiar with. But yeah, we might do green and red. Of course, I don't know. Like, I feel like this could be blue also. I don't know. Maybe we should just dive in. Let's start with our skin tone and go from there. Have you digested your Thanksgiving turkey yet? If I had said that I've been lying this whole time and I actually lived in Canada and said, yes, I've digested my Thanksgiving turkey, does that count? Good morning, Noni. Does that count, Shannon? Eh? Not believable? Yeah, I wouldn't believe myself either. Okay, so portrait tones. Let's see, I don't know if you can see. I've got them all right here on the desk here. So let's take a look. Oh, plus I was trying to make a joke. Sheesh. Then renegade it is. A nice Canadian accent you have. Yeah, we're gonna color this picture, eh? I sound like I'm from Minnesota instead. I just throw A at the end of everything. Does that count? Also, I apologize to any and all Canadians watching this. Please, please don't take me as a representation of how a person should behave. Okay, let's start with, gosh, it has been months since I should have done like a warm-up page with this. Vibrates on your arm all night. Wait, why does your words are hard. Why does your Fitbit vibrate? That's hard to say. Why does your Fitbit vibrate all night long? I haven't charged my Fitbit in forever. Hi, Annette. Oh, sorry, Boots. Okay, yeah, sorry. Now I apologize to all Minnesotans. Minnesotas? Yep, I'm just offending the whole group of people today. All right, let's start with warm beige, I think. Yeah, I think warm beige. Maybe a creme brulee brown. And I think rose quartz. Oh, YouTube alert. So I'm very specific about my alerts that go off, mostly because mine would go off constantly. All right, let's see, warm beige. So if it's a message from somebody I know or somebody that I follow, it will go off. Let's see, creme brulee brown. I try to remember to check my message requests, but I'm not as great on that as I should. Oh, awesome, Annette. The whole live of Miss Brennan. Oh, yeah. Okay, and rose quartz. Hi, Mrs. Butterfly. Rose quartz. Let's see, here we go. Do we have multiple rose quartz? I can't remember if I had another set with another rose quartz. Although porcelain peach is pretty nice. That one's not actually in the skin tone set. That one's in the Flora set. You know what? Let's mix it up. Let's skip white quartz and let's actually go porcelain peach. That is in the Flora. There we go. Oh, awesome, Annette. I'm so glad. Yeah, I need my sleep, man. Okay, let's put this over at mirror. Okay. Oh, is she really? I know her little girl wasn't doing well. I always feel bad when I miss those. Okay, let's see. So let's start with warm beige. Warm beige. See, I was reading creme brulee while I was saying warm beige. So warm beige is what we're gonna start with, then creme brulee brown and porcelain peach. Well, I'll have to watch it back. Okie doke. We're gonna zoom in just about as far as her head and chest area are, and then we'll do her hands. Okay, so warm beige. Yeah, I gotta get back in the habit. If we totally botch this, we'll just reprint it. Which hopefully we don't have to. I'm still waiting on new ink to show up. I was just like, it's about that time. I try and put off ordering ink for as long as possible, but I could no longer put it off. Okay. So, what I say about Christine Karron's pages is that because she does have line art, obviously, but I really like the grayscale because it helps you to kind of map out where your shadows could be. And I don't know about you guys, but because of the length of time I've been coloring her pages, it's also helping to kind of train me in other portrait colorings as well. Hi, Celine. Good morning. Okay, let's see. I mean, I know not, because I wouldn't call, oh, we went over on her lip a little bit. I wouldn't call her stuff like hyper realistic by any means, but it's not like, I mean, I suppose it is technically like cartoony, but I don't know. It's, oh, I bumped that. It's realistic enough. The 6-second YouTube lag is gone. Good. I'm glad. All right, creme brulee brown. I briefly thought about putting it on ultra low latency. No, what is it on? There's different latencies that change what your lag is going to be like, but any lower than what I have now, and it actually lowers the quality of the video. And so it's like, it's a trade-off. Still awake, able to catch this? Oh, I'm glad. The little things, exactly. Good morning, Marilyn. Oh, thanks, Annette. Yes, well, we are at the awkward teenager stage right now. Eventually, once I get all 3 colors on here, it evens out. But yes, we're definitely at the awkward teenager stage at the moment. Like, she's just learning how to put on her foundation and nobody ever actually taught her. And she knows nothing about contouring. Who am I kidding? I know nothing about contouring. I'm like, oh, so this blush goes on my cheekbones, right? Okay. But yeah, markers are always fascinating. Honestly, I learned a lot of my marker confidence from watching Belinda. She's really good with them. All right. Let's go in with our Porcelain Peach. We're definitely warming up the skin with this for sure. And honestly, when you're doing markers, paper can make all the difference as well. Oh, I didn't put any of the, hang on. Creme Brulee brown, I should put some of that here. There we go. I know, she looks terrifying right now, but I swear, you're fine, Celine. I swear we'll get there where she won't look so scary anymore. There we go. But you can work light to dark or dark to light. It just kind of depends on what you're most comfortable with and kind of how it works for you. Sometimes it's easier to have a light layer down first and then go from there. But it just depends sometimes. For me, it took, I'm definitely a learn by doing. Like, I'm definitely a visual learner. I'd like hands-on. So then after watching her, I had gotten, like, I have a few, before I got any of the Arteza ones, I was kind of slowly building up my stash of Copics. These are the ones I have. I've got, I don't know how many of them. I've got the drawers separated in warm and cool tones right now. But I had enough Copics that I could try it out. The first alcohol marker, like brush nib set that I got was the skin tone set. Noni, I am using the Nina paper, exclamation point Nina. I almost said exclamation point Noni, but that would not get you the paper link. But yeah, I'm using the Nina paper, and like I said, like the paper that you use can make absolutely all the difference. Because if it doesn't absorb the marker well, or it absorbs it too well, or the texture's off, like it can make a big difference. Color pencils are a bit more flexible in that sense, but I find that I don't like to use any other paper with my markers. How do I avoid streaks? So a big part of it is number one, the brush nibs, but number two, because they're alcohol markers, they blend much better than a water-based marker. And so what I am doing is I've chosen 3 colors. I have my dark, my mid, and my light, and it's enough that when you layer it on, they blend in together. So a big part of it is the alcohol marker level. And this is, I'll actually do a second layer of ink on top of that. And you want to watch, you know, because it will bleed through some, which is why a lot of people ask why I have this thing in the back, and that's why. You can see this was from some paint pens, but I've definitely had a number of leak throughs, and it just keeps the desk looking nice. It keeps this looking a little rough, but you know, it's a well-loved cutting mat. But I feel like the brush nibs just make all the difference in the world. Let's see, are we still in frame? Yes. Right, I love the Nina paper. I've got some Desert Storm that I need to find an opportunity for a page to work with on that. I really want to test it out. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit there. Okay. And Porcelain Peach. Honestly, I think that part of getting used to alcohol markers is, oops, sorry, we should have blended this here, is kind of just taking the dive, which is why Copics are kind of nice to begin with, just that skin tone set, because they're refillable. So even if you use them up, you can always refill them. Arteza ones will be refillable eventually. It just hasn't happened yet. But you just kind of got to dive in, be confident with what you're doing, and just work with it, and maybe do smaller faces. Laura Rafferty has some good Etsy downloads for practicing skin tones. So if you haven't, if you aren't familiar with her, you should check her out. Gives a good kind of starting place. Oh no! Okay, well I guess we'll just work with that. Just got a skin tone splotch there. Hi, Steve. When I get a picture, I'll be rewatching this to learn how to do skin. Oh, awesome, Celine. Well, hey, this one is free on Christine's website. Let's see. Does anyone know the equivalent of Nina paper in the UK, as it's quite expensive here on Amazon? Is it expensive everywhere? It's expensive everywhere, honestly. That's why I save it specific for very specific drawings. So the flicking down movement is a good way or the way. I wouldn't say that it's the way. I would say do what's most comfortable for your wrist. Good morning, Ty. Oh, is it really? Maybe they're sold out. Well, I know that there's different variations of the Nina paper. There's the Nina Classic Crest. There's one that Corey really likes, but I don't remember the name of it. I want to say it's a Hammermill one. We're using Warm Beige again. Well, gosh, I hope they get in stock soon, because my Nina paper is dwindling a little. It's the only way. I make my own mini portraits with my PDF, printing 4 to 6 images on the same page. Oh, I like that, Marilyn. Yeah, I mean, flicking up and down works. I mean, I guess I just do whatever feels most comfortable to my hand. I'm trying to think what color I want to do her hair. I mean, I'm brunette. We could do her kind of like me. After all, it is a colorist image. Yeah, I think it's Hammermill. Yeah. Yeah, Copy Store is good. So what you're looking for good marker paper is, obviously you want a matte cardstock. Matte is very important. Don't, like, because if you go to a Copy Store, sometimes you'll get like a glossy cardstock. So just be careful that it is matte cardstock. This one in particular is, I think, 110 pound. I'm trying to think. You want it smooth. You don't want a lot of tooth. Yeah, smooth. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, so you want a nice smooth paper, not a lot of tooth. You want it nice and heavy to help absorb some of the ink so it doesn't bleed through completely. Okay, like, and when I say absorb versus too absorbent, so like if you were to use copy paper, it's not thick enough to handle it, but it does like absorb it. It's just not good. 100 sheets, A4, 160 GSM white card, premium thick printing paper suitable for all printers. There you go. Okay, someone please type down the name of the artist. Emily's using the free download. Pamela, the link is, her website is in the description below. So it's Christine Karron. Christine Karron. And actually, do I have a command for her? I don't remember. And it might just be to her Etsy store. But she has an Etsy store, but her website is listed below. It's chkarron.com. Hammermill Color. It's called the Hammermill Color Copy Cover or something. It's also expensive in the UK. I'm going to have to order through Nina's. I think it's the only spring. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Kenny. Ah, perfect. Okay, let's see. This is our mid color, the Creme Brulee. But yeah, I feel like paper makes a big difference. I don't use these in my regular books too often. If I do use these from book pages, a lot of times I'll scan them in and reprint them. Because also a lot of the books they have pictures on either side, and I don't always want to ruin the other picture on the other side. So yeah, a lot of times I will just opt to scan in, but I know not everybody has access to a printer. So you just want something, or access to a scanner. You want something that's just nice and thick and smooth, and preferably for markers, a nice white. Thank you, Shannon. It's best to be good for everything I've used. Oh, nice, Marilyn. Hello, Alex. Sounds good. What, Alex? What? Mine pins and needles. Ton of Nina. I think a ream of it so she keep me busy, right? You know, I thought a ream would last me a lot longer than it has. I mean, I guess it's been a few months, but I think I print more than I realize. I mean, it's not empty yet. I probably have about a quarter of the pack left. Okay. Yeah, and these alcohol markers just blend right into one another. So nice. So yeah, streaks aren't much of an issue. I need to get her a little color on her cheeks though. We're gonna go over her lips as well. Get her some lip color on. I think we'll wait on the lip color till we figure out what she's gonna wear. There we go. Okay. Let's see, what did Alex say? Hold it. Okay, we got the guess what. Everybody says what. Do you use any special ink as mine smudges? B, these are the Arteza Everblend Ultra Markers, or are you talking about printing? No, I just use the regular Canon ink. Mine does smudge when I print watercolor on this. It does bleed through like that, but no, I just use the Canon ink that's supposed to go with the printer. Let's see. Nice, Alex. Yes, I got an updated delivery for mine as well. D, exciting. I'm usually, yes, they do try, like I can feel right now, the paper feels cool right here on her face, but I mean, as you can see, I'm rubbing it and there's no smears or anything. Okay, they're also mowing lawns out there, so if you hear anything, that's what's going on. Let's get a little bit of a pink, maybe just something light. Let's get powder pink. That is so exciting. All right, let's see, powder pink. Get a little bit of color on her cheeks. Yeah, they're literally just right down there doing the... Oh, work notifications are going off. Hang on, you guys don't want to hear all that. There we go. Oh, nice, Alex. Okay, that's not quite pink enough. I want something a little bit pinker. Let's try... And now the neighbor's dog is barking. He's very angry at the lawnmower. Cherry blossom pink, I think. At some point, could you do an Ohuhu color for skin? Just whichever. I don't have any Ohuhus, Celine. I don't actually have it. The only alcohol markers I have are the Arteza ones and a handful of Copics. So I cannot actually. I think Corey has the Ohuhus though. We're gonna blend out this pink a little bit too. Yeah, so I would not be able to help you with the Ohuhus. Let's see, Porcelain Peach. Just to kind of blend that cheek a bit. There we go. Let's see. Do you have a laser printer if I wanted to use the water-based medium on my coloring please? I want to say exclamation point printer. I think it's the one I have, but I have a Canon TS8120. It's a model that it's an older model, but no, I just have a regular, I don't know which one it is. I don't know, Canon sent it to me. I don't remember if it's a laser or inkjet. I know it's one or the other. Oh. Well, still, unless I had a color chart, like an accurate color chart, I wouldn't be able to, unless I had the physical markers here to look at the color chart, because anything you look at online, like right now, what you guys see here is pretty similar, but if I were to print what's on this screen and then put it next to this, it wouldn't be entirely accurate. So without seeing the ahoo-hoos in front of me, I really wouldn't be able to do a comparison. What did everyone have for breakfast? I'm having a late one, mushroom, onion, garlic, eggs. Nice, Emily. I had English muffin. Yeah, Corey has a ton of hoo-hoos, yeah. English muffin and some cheese and some coffee, and I'm gonna have a pear when we're all done. Shannon. Do you have skin tones? Do you have the skin tones? Yeah, Star Joys aren't open stock, unfortunately. They sold out really fast. Crispix and coffee. Yay, Crispix and coffee. Well, she's looking a lot more tan than I had intended. Okay, so if she's tan, I think we'll definitely go darker hair, unless we want to do something obscure. Maybe we should go to the sweater. I kind of want to see if I can get this done before stream is over. Let's do a nice green sweater. So let's do. Oh, okay. Oh, nice, Tina. Thanks, Celine. Because we'll choose her eye color and her lip color once we have everything else done too. So let's, if we don't do a jungle green, we could do this kind of teal green. That's pretty. That would be really pretty with her skin tone too. We might do these colors instead. Yeah, I agree, Kenny. I had the Star Joys in my cart, but I was just like, I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on it. All right, so let's see. We've got wave blue, surf blue, Caribbean blue. Let's grab, I don't know that we need this many iterations of it, but I do want to do, let's see, wave blue, Caribbean blue, and I want spearmint green or wintergreen. No, they're not. Gina, this is from Christine Karron's website. Christine Karron's website, the link is in the description below, but it's chkarron.com. This was a free download that she drew to celebrate 4,000 members in her Facebook group. There you go, Marilyn. Okay, so definitely wave blue. I like this really kind of nice dark. And we'll do Caribbean blue. And then from there, let's do, I use wintergreen a lot. Pastel green? No, we'll use wintergreen. Oh, there you go, Shannon. It's hard. All right, wintergreen. Let's see, that's pastel green. Wintergreen, here we are. There you go. All right, we're gonna start with the sweater. So we've got wave blue, Caribbean blue, and wintergreen. Wave blue and Caribbean blue is from the Flora set. Wintergreen is from the Deco set. So let's start with wave blue. I have a few things too, just a couple, Shannon. Okay, so let's start. This one's pretty dark, but it'll all balance out when we get all the other colors on here too. But I wanted a nice kind of bold dark color with this. Plus, I really like this color. You know, now that I think about it, Kenny, I think I do flick down more than any other direction. Let's see. Oh, Barley Beige R19 is nice in spots over the other. Yes, agreed. Hi, Dominique. Well, I know Melanie, what is it, you guys? Is it Color My World? I can never remember her name. She has a link, like a coupon link. I don't know if it's still active, but like the Star Joys were on sale, plus the coupon link. And so they came out to be like $33 for the set, I think. Is what the Star Joys were. The Star Joy Golds. Don't know if that helps or makes it worse. Okay, so I'm just using this in all of the darkest spots that she has kind of shaded out. Also, Nibbles is digging around in his food bowl, so if you hear rattling in the background, that's just him finding himself a hamster snack. Lori, yeah. But yeah, she's got, again, I don't know if the coupon is still active, but there was a coupon. I got like 13 bucks off of it. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. Like, I just kind of, it's just whatever my hand does naturally. But yeah, I think, like, if it calls for it, like just now, obviously, there was a little bit of a flick up. If it calls for it, but I think, yeah, majority of the time I do a downward flick. Yeah, Color My World. Yeah, link and code you have to input. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the link is her Amazon affiliate, which is also, well, you know, it's perfect because she provided everybody with a code too. But yes, the link and the code are going to be on her channel. Okay, so I still want the kind of ribbing to stand out, so we're going to make sure and do this. Oh, was it only 5%? I don't know, maybe it's lowered. When I initially put it in, it brought between the sale that the Star Joys were already on, it brought it down to like 33 or 36 or something. What professional watercolors does everyone like? I'm stuck between Daniel Smith, Schmink, Winsor & Newton, and Roman Small? I don't know how to pronounce that one. So the only watercolors I have are the Arteza ones and the Winsor & Newton, and I like both. I also like the Arteza metallics. Those are fun. Okay, let's see. Where else? Let's put some here under her hand. Oh, 5% plus the code. Okay. Oh, bonked the mic. Saving my pennies for a full set of polys. Nice, Celine. Well, that is totally worth it. I remember when I finally pulled the trigger on my polys and I was just like, oh. Okay. So, still want the ribbing from her sweater to stand out. Like I said, this is kind of like the ugly teenager stage at this point, but it'll all balance out. There we go. It's coming along. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, that'll work. Save the Amazon gift cards. Be like, all right, guys, look, if you want to give me anything for my birthday, Amazon gift cards. Okay, so that was here on my arm. That was Wave Blue. Now we're going to use the Caribbean Blue. Lawnmowers are coming back around, so I apologize. I will say, despite the fact that these are not refillable right now, Arteza did not skimp on the amount of ink that is in them initially. Like, they are juicy, but it's good, especially for alcohol markers, because you don't want them to dry out right away, especially if they don't have refills yet. But they will have refills in 2022. Right? I'm excited for them. They're pricey. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Like, I enjoy watercolors, I do, but I don't enjoy them enough to invest in them, if that makes sense. It's not something I use super frequently. Close to Christmas, have a combination gift card, a little bit more expensive. Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking to see if the guys were in our backyard. I couldn't remember if unlocked stuff for them to come do our yard. See, watercolor I don't tend to gravitate towards anyway. Like, I'll do it for like backgrounds and stuff, but I don't do it too often. And I think part of it is because like things I print, I don't use, you know, watercolor on. I think if I had to choose, I'd rather invest in markers rather than watercolor. So we're just blending out the other color. We might add a little bit of surf blue in this if it ends up not being, because we could use some spearmint green, which we might still. Because this is a larger surface area and I want to make sure that we get some even blends here. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think we might grab another color before we add the wintergreen. Okay, I'm gonna turn this just a bit. I know it looks questionable right now, but we gotta trust the process. But yeah, I love these teal colors. Suppose I should do her hands at some point too. Good morning, Julie. Yeah, we may bring in some other colors to kind of bridge the gaps and make these blends a little bit smoother. Okay, she's coming along. Doodlebug at least 30 days pan was Cotman who makes the Windsor New one. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, an interview this week, this weekend. It's going to be Rachel Reinert on Let's Talk. We chat all about her books and her new book coming out in February. So if you are curious about that, then that will be up on Saturday. Okay, let's grab Spearmint Green. Yeah, BG35, that's Spearmint Green. Yeah, that's a good choice. Then we'll do the Wintergreen after this color. Here we go. The Wintergreen's kind of like our highlight color a little bit. Latrice, I am using the Nina cardstock paper. You can type in ! Nina in chat and that will get you the link for it. But yeah, I am using the Nina cardstock paper. Let's see. I feel like watercolor paper is most important if you're going to splurge on watercolor. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because if you get it on, you know, paper that's gonna not hold up against it, then it just makes it a so much less enjoyable experience. Like I said, we just gotta trust the process for this. It'll all kind of balance out. Thanks, Kenny. Hi, Ruthie. It'll all balance out once we get all the color down. And this is probably one of the few times when I use this medium when I don't tend to use like contrasting colors for shading. that doesn't always work with certain mediums, or at least it doesn't translate well, you know? Oh, thanks, Celine. And I'm turning her a little bit, but we'll get there. All right, let's do a little bit of this one there. We don't want that super bright. We do want a little bit of a highlight on the back part. Okay, let's add in our wintergreen, and then we will add other colors if we need to. So wintergreen now, BG 57. I also sometimes will choose colors based on how much ink I know I have left or how much I've been using it, and I don't want to use it all the way up, you know? But it's a sign that you like your supplies when they start to get used up, which is why I will be so excited when they introduce refills next year. Right? Me too. Yeah, we're definitely going to add in another layer of this here to kind of balance it all out. But you can hear that kind of squeakiness that tells you that it might be on its way out. But yeah, we need to balance out that darkest color, that wave blue. Emily, do you know if Arteza will have brush replacement knips for the original markers and color conversion chart to match up with the refills? I wouldn't dump my older Arteza if I could do that. I don't believe so. I believe they are starting because the original Everblends went on sale. So I believe that they are phasing those ones out for the newer ones. Now, they will have brush nibs available for sale. Will they fit in the old ones? I don't know. It'd be cool if they did. I just don't know if they're making them so that they can't, so that we have to stick with the new color chart, because they have completely changed all of our color numbering and everything. All right, let's grab Caribbean Blue again. I don't think we need to grab Surf Blue, but I think we'll go ahead and grab Caribbean Blue. And we're going to do this just a little bit more. Are we still in frame? Yes. But I think that the numbering system and everything is a pretty big improvement. But I mean, I'll let you know, because I'm sure I'll snag some when the nibs come out, and I have the previous iteration of the Everblends, so I will test it out on mine and let you know. The brush nibs are out now, will be refillable. Do you have to purchase all new markers? They will be refillable eventually. So when I asked her about them, she said they're going to start rolling out refills in 2022. Now, from what I read, from what she said, I don't think they'll be rolling out refills for all the markers straight away. I don't know which ones. I assume like a core set of colors. But if I'm understanding correctly, I believe that is the plan, that it will be a slow rollout, but I think eventually all the colors will be refillable. Okay. All right, let's grab our Spearmint Green. Hang on, we're gonna get a sip of coffee here real quick. And I think that we're gonna go with like it's kind of like, oh, thanks, Tina. I think we're gonna go with like a like almost like use the deep pink and do like a fuchsia kind of pinky purpley top for her, which is totally not even the color scheme like I had in mind initially. All right, Spearmint Green. Honestly, I just love how quick markers are, you know? Which is why I'm kind of holding out hope that we'll finish this today, but we'll see. I also don't want to like brush it and then have it turn out terrible. Okay, and then let's grab Wintergreen. Wait, what's Joanna doing? I missed it. Oh, we're just talking about watercolors, gotcha. Oh, wait, no, you're having an operation. Oh, yes, good luck with that. All right, Wintergreen. But I think the brush nibs honestly just make all the difference in the world for this. I find myself getting very frustrated using bullet nibs and chisel nibs unless I'm doing something very specific. All right, there we go. I'm much more pleased with her sweater now. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, see, there we go. That's nice, I like that. Okay, let's move over, you know, actually, let's do her hands real quick, get those done and out of the way. Yeah? Then we'll do her shirt. Gotta do her pencils at some point too. So let's see, warm beige. Yes, warm beige is what we started with. So like I said, I'm just kind of following the shadow suggestions that Christine put in her images, which is why I would recommend purchasing the grayscale over the line art. That's my own personal preference. You may prefer line art, but for me, she does a really good job with her grayscale and I really enjoy using it. I never thought that I would really like grayscale that much, but I really do. Get a marker that has a brush nib and a fine tip, right? I'm telling you, they need to make fine liners that are alcohol markers. I think maybe Chameleon might have some, but I don't know why like alcohol fine liners aren't a staple thing. Like I feel like so many people would get good use out of that. See, without the Porcelain Peach, these kind of tones by themselves almost look a little bit ashy. Pure nib to brush, the night and day for blending. Oh yeah, absolutely. Can the nibs be removed now? Yes, technically they can. Technically they can. And to answer your question, well, I just had a thought. Because I've tried putting, if you're wondering, can the brush nibs from these markers fit into the previous markers? I honestly haven't tried it. I never thought about it. Yeah. I do know pretty sure they can be removed. First time, mostly because I don't want to accidentally ruin them in case these ones can't for whatever. I mean, they should be able to if they've got replaceable nibs. But when I have one dry out, I'll test it out and let you know just in case. I'm coloring the page with the pumpkin girl in Huxon Studio that you posted. Oh, awesome, Tina. Yeah, now you come to think of it, I haven't really thought about removing these ones. I'm sure they would be though. Okay, let's use a little bit of the creme brulee. Oh, do the Ohuhus have one? Okay, just using the creme brulee brown. Maybe we'll have to do her nails too. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's grab our Porcelain Peach just one more time, actually. Bullet on one end and fine tip on the other. Oh, really? Okay. Go. And maybe just a little bit around here. I could see how eventually these could get worn down though, but at this point, until they get refills, you're gonna dry out your marker before you wear out the nib. I was wondering if Copic nib would, oh, that I have tested. Yes, that I have tested. I can't remember why I tested it, but the answer is no. The Copic nibs will not fit into the Arteza ones. They fit in slightly, but they don't go all the way in. I can't remember why I tested that out or where, but yeah, Copic and Arteza brush nibs are not interchangeable. I know that one. Okay, let's see. Warm beige, let's do this other hand. Yeah, I can't remember what I was trying to do to salvage it. Like, I think I was like almost out of ink, like on one marker, and I was trying to make them like interchangeable, and it was a disaster and messy and yeah, so learned that one. No, Copic and Arteza are not interchangeable. But to be fair, if I was another company making a brush nib marker, like I would measure, and I probably wouldn't make them interchangeable either, just because, you know, they're competition. I'm telling you though, once they get those refills out, I really feel like the Arteza ones are gonna give them a run for their money. You can flip the nib, right? For Copics or for Arteza. Let's see, Creme Brulee. Sounds good, Ty, have fun. To make them all fit, yeah. Not to mention, I mean, Copic has been around for so long. I mean, Copic is the OG of alcohol markers. I almost wonder if they have like a patent on their specific nibs. You know what I mean? Like their specific size, maybe the particular, like, I don't know, what do they use? Nylon, their particular material they use. You know what I mean? Hi, Hannah, welcome. Okay, Porcelain Peach. Maybe we'll give her like fuchsia nails so that matches her shirt. Arteza, yeah. Okay, just using the Creme Brulee here just to get a few more shadows in. There we go. And let's grab just a little bit more. Hi, Dominique, welcome. Porcelain. There we go. You guys like the marker content? Should I do this more often? Or however long my markers hold out for me? All right, let's do her shirt, shall we? So let's set aside these ones and these ones so I know which ones, because at some point I'll have to do the other half of the sweater. But I want to do her shirt now. Yeah, I've heard good things about the oh-hoo-hoos. And hello, Andrea. Okay, so for her shirt, I definitely want to get the deep pink. I like that a lot. That's from the Flora set. Okay, so deep pink. Our darkest color. We could do the acai purple or fuchsia. But fuchsia and deep pink are pretty similar. Let's do the acai purple. Ah, perfect. Thanks, Emily. Okay, so acai purple, or do we want to do deep iris purple? Hang on, I'm thinking my color palette here. Let's get deep iris purple, because I'm also trying to think of how they blend, and I want to make sure that they work well together. Okay, so deep iris purple, deep pink, and then from deep pink, let's go to, I'm thinking Dahlia purple. Dahlia purple or not Dahlia purple, Dahlia pink. See, I have purple on the brain. Love the hot pink. That's what I'm also thinking. I'm just concerned it might be a little too bright. We could just skip these two altogether. We could try Fuchsia Hot Pink and Bubblegum Pink. I'm just mildly concerned that the hot pink is going to be too bright because I have to think about how they're gonna blend together. Now, you know what, let's try it. Let's try it, let's go for it. All right, so Fuchsia Hot Pink and Bubblegum Pink. We're going for it. We're going for it. Got for free, oh nice, Kenny. See, I love markers. All right, we're going for it. We're going for it. Fuchsia, Hot Pink, and Bubblegum Pink. That is what we are doing. All right, so we're gonna start with Fuchsia. Okay. So let's see. It's our darkest color. Let's see, are we completely in frame here? I wanna make sure our whole shirt is in frame. There we go. Marker base for your pencils. No, that's fair. I don't know, once I got started getting familiar with blending, I have a hard time using anything but markers on Christine's pages. Like, I just love it. I feel like her pages are perfect for it. I'm gonna leave the lacy part because we might do that a slightly different color. So we're gonna get all of our dark color in now. And like there's a few spots like right here that we'll touch up with like the teal colors after we're done with this. Yeah, Copics are really just, like I said, they're kind of the OG of the alcohol markers. Like, you talk alcohol markers and it's the one everybody knows. If you want to see a massive comparison with alcohol markers, now, so there is a YouTuber called Jazza, J-A-Z-Z-A. He's, I believe, Australian or New Zealand based. I want to say Australian. Anyway, he did a whole comparison of any and all alcohol markers he can find. Now, when he did it, I don't think the new ones for Arteza were out yet. I think he was comparing with the older ones. So I don't know that I necessarily agree with where he placed Arteza on it because I really like the Arteza ones. But if you want to see a really good comparison of alcohol markers, check out Jazza's channel. And he just does this massive, like literally the biggest comparison of alcohol markers you can find. Because obviously a big ding against Arteza is, you know, the nibs aren't replaceable yet, you know, the ink's not refillable. So in comparison to that to Copics, you know, of course it's gonna get, you know, knocked down just a little bit. Because until that happens for all colors, Copics are still gonna reign supreme. Okay, so we're just filling in with our darkest color here, the fuchsia. Yes, he's Australian. I think he's based in Melbourne City. Yeah, so he just did a collab with Sarah Renee Clark too, so that was fun. But yeah, he does some crazy stuff. Like he even like took apart a Copic marker, like when he had a little blade and he opened the thing up. And actually, I didn't really know what Copics looked like on the inside. Honestly, because of the way that we fill them, like, and this just comes, I'm sure, from a certain level of ignorance as far as like how markers are made. I always imagined that it was like a big empty barrel and it just, I don't know. And it doesn't make sense now that I think about it, but he opened it up and there's actually like, you know, there's a, what would you call it? Anyway, there's a thing on the inside that absorbs the ink and keeps it there. Wait, what's 5K? Artwork, then yes, Copics. If not, Ohuhu, etc. the way to go, yeah. Oh, he spent 5K and yes, right? They have to have sponsors to be able to do those. Like, I don't know how that's sustainable. Like, what, you start getting like sponsored stuff like this video is brought to you by, you know, HelloFresh, or, you know, I think you start getting those after you hit like a million subscribers. You have to, right? Yeah, definitely over 1,000 for the Copics for sure. Okay, so hot pink now. But yeah, I think to get those kind of sponsors, you have to do that. So that's got to be the only sustainable way to do that, right? I mean, because I love you all, but I'm not dropping $5 on markers. Oh, right, Celine? Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I need to touch up a little bit of the skin tone over there. Yeah, $8 a piece, exactly. Right, Kenny? It's like whenever I sharpen the Lumies, I'm just like, no, there goes 50 cents. Cringe anymore, or even more if I accidentally drop it. Wow, this really is hot pink. We're using the hot pink right now, and I mean, this tank top is popping, man. Well, yeah, over time, but like, yeah. That's the dream though, right? Get to that point. That's cool. Well, and you know that it's like, it didn't just happen overnight. You know, these YouTubers have worked incredibly hard to get to where they, I mean, even Sarah Renee Clark, like she hasn't been doing it that long, but she has worked really hard to grow her subscriber base, and she's done a really good job. She consistently puts out, you know, quality content, and it's just, I mean, they've earned absolutely all of that, and it's just so awesome to see their growth and where it takes them. Yeah, Jazza. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just his name on YouTube, just straight up Jazza. He's super talented. He did this hilarious thing where it was, what was it? It was like Gandalf painting in Middle Earth or something like that. The nerdy side of me was just cracking up. It was hilarious. All right, now Bubblegum Pink. We might need to have another color in between. We'll see how well the Bubblegum Pink blends this. Okay, it's not doing too bad. Because the only thing I don't want is like super harsh lines, you know, I want a nice smooth blend. And I'll turn this over here in a second and show you why it's so important to have good paper for this. Ta-da, see? It's 110 pound and it's still bleeding through, so yeah, paper makes all the difference. That is a bright shirt this girl's got going on. Question is now, I feel like she's too tan to like have it look like naturally tan with like blonde. So I'm still thinking brunette, unless we want to go like obscure hair color. I don't know. Let's grab a little bit more of the hot pink. Oh yes, Celine, get some rest, hon. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's get just a little bit more hot pink here. There we go. And Bubblegum Pink. There we go. All right, now for this lacy part, let's see, let's get our hot pink and do in between here. Let's see, those big YouTube channels, sometimes they're too much YouTuber stuff that I don't appreciate. I prefer smaller, at least calm content. No, that's fair. And I think that's why it's kind of nice. I could zoom in a little bit while we do this lace. There's a little bit of, you know, everything for everybody. So like I enjoy like as far as, you know, what we would consider big YouTubers, I enjoy Nerdy Crafter, obviously Sarah Renee Clark. When something intrigues me that Jazza has posted, I like, you know, if it goes off like, oh hey, Jazza posted a video, I don't go, you know, run off and be like, oh my god, what did he post, kind of thing. I don't have too many of those. You know who I do really like and has absolutely nothing to do with sounds good, Celine. Have a great night. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna sip of coffee here. Like, as far as big YouTubers are concerned, the only ones that I really get excited about when they post new content, I really like, and it has, like I said, it has nothing, we're using Bubblegum Pink. It has nothing to do with coloring, but I really like Elsa Ray and Baron. So they live, I've mentioned it before, but they live in a tiny scamp trailer, and for a while their YouTube trailer was about them traveling to different areas and kind of how they lived off grid and everything. Well, they've recently bought land and their channel's turning into a homesteader's channel, but it's just really kind of cool to see how everything is developing for them. And so I really enjoy watching their videos. She has really good content that she films. Like, it's just really high quality. It's super impressive. Let's grab blush pink, I think. Yeah, because we're doing hot or bubblegum pink. Sorry, I'm looking at the colors here trying to decide. Ooh, peony pink. Me! Oh, or them. Shannon, well, I like watching you. I said like the really big ones, like the millions of subscriber ones. Actually, I don't know if Elsa Ray and them have 1 million. They might have like 500,000. You know, only 500,000. But yeah, like the big ones, I kind of more just watch when I feel like watching them. Let's use peony pink. But yeah, there's not too many of the big ones that I rush off, be like, oh, they posted new content, I want to go see what they did. All right, so we're just going to do one color here and then we'll add a touch-up color. Excuse me, I'm a pretty big deal. Shannon. Yeah, she's holding a coloring book. The image is called, it's called Colorist. Shannon, you're adorable. It's like Will Ferrell, Anchorman. I'm kind of a big deal. Oh, Sarah Renee Clark. Sarah Renee Clark. She does a lot of colorist stuff. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Are there any like massively large like colorist YouTubers that I'm missing? I mean, obviously there's Sarah. I don't think there's too many of us that are like, you know, obviously there's a lot of like crafting YouTubers and stuff, but who do we know that has like an intense following? Ah, thanks. There you go. Exclamation point lurky for Shannon. I'm trying to think though, like I feel like I'm probably missing out on someone. Okay, so that was peony pink. Let's grab, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Oh, the Frugal Crafter. Yes, I think I follow her. I think, and if I don't, I should. Let's grab the Bubblegum Pink. Yeah, it's kind of colorist with a lot of professional content. Yeah, exactly. All right, Bubblegum Pink. She occasionally does live streams. Sarah Renee Clark does. She's done a couple of them. Yeah, I mean, Ryan has a pretty decent, like when he does lives and stuff. How many subs does he have though? Because I'm talking like as far as like we're talking like 500,000 to 1 million subs. So it's more like, who do we know that has that many subs that puts out content on a regular basis? Okay, so I am just using Bubblegum Pink. Just give a little texture on the lace, not too much. Yeah, Colorfully Optimistic and like Corey and Ryan, they're great because I did an interview with Corey, but no, I'm just talking just straight up, not necessarily how many viewers they get during a live stream, but I'm talking about like you know, like Jazza level, you know what I mean? ADC Art Attack, drawing with waffles. Ooh, okay, okay. Hang on, I wanna write these down so I can check them out. Cause like Ryan and Corey, I already follow it and know about it. I'm more so wondering like, is there anybody that I'm missing, you know? Yeah, well, I think she has a pretty big goal for reaching a particular amount of subscribers. Yeah, he's a bit more crafty, and he was doing a haul video one time. It was impressive. Hang on, I'm writing ADC Art Attack and drawing with waffles. It's also a little bit interesting as far as just research in itself, and it's just like, okay, well, if I want my channel to get larger, like who... I think it really just leaves, you know, thinking about other color, or not colors, but just other crafters and kind of seeing what they... Chris Chang, she is a good one. She is just, oh, she is so good. A lot of times if I have somebody complain that I talk too much, because it happens, despite the fact that it's a color in chat, I'll direct them over to Chris Chang. It's just like, oh, sorry you feel that way, but hey, Chris Chang is awesome, and hers are silent videos. Like, she's so good. Okay, what time is it? It's 11:10. Let's switch gears and let's work on some hair. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's grab our Bubblegum Pink and let's do a little bit of lips on her, yeah? Well, simple in the sense that there's no talking, and it's just like nice, relaxing music, and you know, she just has her little things up there. So, you know, it's not, I don't know, simple in the sense of how it makes you feel. Art gear guide. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, her style is like super impressive. But no, I'm just talking. She grew in, I'm gonna guess you mean drew. Yeah, because Chris Chang's been drawing some more, right? All right, let's get a little bit of this Bubblegum Pink. We're gonna tone this down just a little bit. Okay, where is our Porcelain Peach? Here we go. Hi, Elizabeth. I just let the autocorrect roll. Sorry, colorist lady. I got your lipstick a little bit on the outside there. I wanted it to be subtle. I didn't mean to go outside. It looks like she got a little sloppy with her lipstick. Let's grab rose quartz real quick, see if we can fix that. Sorry. Didn't mean to make it look like you were sloppy with your lipstick. There we go, that's a little better. Let's grab Cherry Blossom Pink. I just want a nice kind of subtle lip color. Here we go. Yeah, nice and subtle. And then we could do the green for her eyes. So let's get, yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can slow down the videos. Coloring Bliss, oh, right, how could I forget? Yeah, it's Jennifer Stay. I follow her. Yeah, Coloring Bliss, Dur. Yes, I did just say Dur, sorry. I'm an intelligent human being, I swear. I'm using Wintergreen here. Yeah, Jennifer Stay, Coloring Bliss. There we go. All right, and let's grab Spearmint Green. Does she have a whole team? I thought it was just her and her husband. All right, Spearmint Green. Let's use a little bit. Yeah, you can go to the gear and slow things down. Let's see, Caribbean Blue. go. Let's grab Cool Gray 2. Oh, she has a team. How big of a team does she have? Wow, I certainly don't feel nearly as inadequate with my content now, knowing she has a whole team. You know what, let's just go ahead and fill that in, and we're gonna add our own white. Okay. There we go. Well, still, but what, 2 like plus her and her husband? Yeah, because I honestly just thought it was just a husband and wife team. All right, let's grab Cherry Blossom Pink. Ah, Ruthie, I'm glad. Now, the question is, depending on how far we get on this, do you guys want to do another part 2 of this and finish it off? Or do you want this to be it and we start something new next time? I don't know. I don't want to like stop doing color alongs. I know a lot of people like to color along all the way through, so I don't want to feel like I'm pulling those by any means. All right, Peony Pink. Black Refine Art. Ooh, okay. All right, Peony Pink. Yes, a part 2. Okay. Ooh, 320,000. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Let's see, not powder pink. I want, where is that Porcelain Peach? It's Creme Brulee. Porcelain Peach, here we are. Okay, let's grab a little bit of, let's see, not green gray. Let's grab Warm Gray 09. Okay. Just a little bit on her eyes. Okay. Let's grab the Cherry Blossom Pink. In the corners right there. Okay. She's coming along. Yeah, I'm liking this. All right, let's start on some of her hair. We still have like 50 minutes left, so we're still good. All right, let's take a look at what we have for browns, shall we? So these are our portrait tones. Honestly, I'm liking these 4 just right here. So one of the things that I look for when I am choosing these colors is color tones. So as you can see, something like oatmeal brown and spice cider, I'm pretty sure most of you can see there's a pretty big difference between the two. Oatmeal brown is, aw, thanks, Andrea. Oatmeal brown is a very cool brown in comparison to a very warm brown spice cider. So when you think warm and cool, think back to the color wheel. So like things that are blended with red and yellow are gonna be more warm. Things that are blended with blue and green are gonna be more cool. So this collection right here of coffee brown, cocoa brown, tan leather brown, and warm beige, this to me has a bit of a red, kind of more of a red connotation than say spice cider or pastel orange and vanilla milkshake. These ones here, rusty rose, desert rose, earth red, obviously those all have some red in it. Something like scone brown and eggnog, those are all more yellower, more yellowish colors. So for instance, I would not grab coffee brown, scone brown, and oatmeal brown. These are all 3 very different tones. Although yes, they would be considered a dark, a mid, and a light, they are in completely different tone families. So when I choose my dark and my mid and my light, I try to keep them in the same color families that we would normally. So for instance, because these are grouped together here, you can see that these all have a little bit of a yellow tone to it. So if I wanted to do this particular kind of brown, I would do caramel, scone, and eggnog. These three would be really good together. These ones I wouldn't really put together because although this is a cooler brown, it's got a little bit more of a red to it, and their level of like tone, that their white that is put into this color is somewhat similar. The espresso brown, hazelnut latte, and vanilla milkshake, these all go together well. So something I would pair the spice cider with, because spice cider is probably one of the orangiest browns in this set. So if I really had my heart set on using spice cider, I would pair it with the vanilla milkshake and probably the hazelnut brown. Even though it's an orangey one, I would steer clear of these ones because these are more red, and dusty orange and spice cider, these are gonna clash and they are not gonna do you any favors. Earth red, dusty orange, and peach beige, all really good colors that go well together. I really like rusty rose and desert rose for when I'm using skin tones as well. So quick color family and how I choose my colors on that one. So let's grab coffee brown, cocoa brown, tan leather brown, and warm beige. Now, we may not end up using coffee brown because it's really dark, but I definitely want, since we have such a such a bright pink, and actually I feel like I need to blend this a little bit more. Since we have such a, right Tina? Since we have such a bright pink shirt, I don't want to go with a red tone brown. I want to go with a nice kind of rich brown, so that's why I'm choosing this group instead. Before we do that though, I want to fix this. This is really bothering me. Let's grab Dahlia Pink real quick. Just want to fix that. And where did Bubblegum Pink go again? I want spice cider, right? That does sound good. Although I'm still working on my coffee. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, shoop, let's scooch on up and let's get her hair colors here. So what did I say? Coffee brown, cocoa brown, tan leather brown, and warm beige. So here we go. Coffee brown, cocoa brown, tan leather brown, and warm beige. Now I use warm beige a lot for my skin tone, so I want to be careful how much I'm using. But that will be our light color. So let's not start with coffee brown. Let's start with cocoa brown, and then we can always add coffee brown back. So cocoa brown and tan leather brown are probably gonna be, oh, I did! Thank you, Marilyn, I always do that. All right, let's get some warm beige in here. Thank you, Marilyn. I always inevitably forget her hands or her ears. Porcelain Peach. Boom. She has ears. Thank you, Marilyn. All right, before we get started, I'm gonna get a sip. There you go, Tina. All right, so let's start with cocoa brown, shall we? All right, let's just start at the top. And again, I'm gonna be using Christine's kind of shading and stuff for knowing where to place my darkest colors. Oh wait, skin under her bangs? Oh, you're right. There's another one. Sneaky little skin. It's a weird sentence, sneaky little skin. Here we go. She better now. Right? Seriously. All right, let's see. Cocoa brown. And feel free to turn your page if it's more comfortable. All right, let's see. We're just gonna start on this side first. So. And if you really wanted to, you could always touch this up with some pencil if you wanted to get a bit more texture in her hair. Right? I kind of like it though. I mean, as long as the eyes aren't, you know, literally half her face. her style is very recognizable, that's for sure. And honestly, in terms of the coloring book world, having a unique and recognizable style is so important because the coloring book market is incredibly saturated right now. And so to really have your items stand out, you need to have a unique style that is recognizable. Which is something I'm still working on. It's a slow work in progress. Aw, thanks, Kenny. And I don't think we'll do any kind of background on her. We'll probably just keep her status quo here. I think we'll definitely bring in some of that coffee brown though. Some nice contrasting dark colors. And if you're a little bit nervous about starting out dark first, it's okay to start a little bit lighter and then go dark later, which is kind of what we're doing right now. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna turn this just a little bit. When you're doing hair and you're doing flicks, it's important you make sure that your wrist is comfortable. Just because if your wrist is feeling wonky, then you can't feel confident in your flicks and the strokes of your marker, and it's easy to kind of get off kilter and flick something the wrong way if your wrist is not comfortable. Well, thanks, Dominique. Sounds good, Kenny. Honestly, it just takes practice, and that's why I like Christine Karron's stuff for doing markers so much, because she does such great grayscale. It's not just like it was colored and then you know, turned into black and white. Like this is grayscale that she physically, you know, sketches in, and it really helps to give you something to follow. Sorry, now I'm getting quiet. I get quiet when I'm concentrating here. There we go. Okay, almost done with this color. Let's go ahead and bring in, I was trying to put the cat, actually, we're gonna do a little bit right here. And then we'll bring in our tan leather brown. There we go. Okay, let's pop our cat back on here. And let's see, tan leather brown. What does she have in her right hand? Pencils! They're colored pencils. You know, we might skip, maybe we'll do a little bit of warm beige, but I don't think we need to do a ton, especially if we're gonna go in back with the coffee brown. This is still ending up a slightly more reddish brown than I intended, but I think going in with the coffee brown will help to kind of darken it up to a real kind of deep brunette. I feel a sneeze coming on. Okay, and we're done. That was a bit of a sneeze. Okay, so just more flicks in the direction that the hair is flowing. Okay, yeah, she's coming along. Alcohol markers are definitely a thing that you like, don't judge a book by its cover kind of deal, because like until you get all the color down, like alcohol markers can just make your page look so awkward. It's like you just gotta trust it'll come out. This part under here is pretty dark, so we're just gonna follow through with the tan leather brown all the way. Okay. All right, let's grab that warm beige. Thank you. All right, warm beige. See, and when you're kind of going over and just filling in these highlight areas, you don't have to be nearly as light-handed, you know what I mean? Just filling it in. But we're gonna go over this again because I want to add some darker colors. I could see gloves with that. It'll make more sense once I have them colored. We're gonna do some rainbowiness to it. All right. Let's grab our coffee brown because I want to make her hair much darker. Okay. Now I haven't used this particular marker that much, so it's actually nice because the brush nib is still really nice sharp point to it. Now I've covered up obviously a lot of what she drew on there, so maybe adding a few of my own shadowy areas here. She's coming along. I know I'm getting quieter, but that's when, like I said, when I get in concentration mode here, I'm just in focus mode. There you go. Focus mode is better. Aw, thanks, Tina. I'm so glad. It's always nice when I can help. Well, like I said, alcohol markers make all the difference. Like, I would not be able to do this with a water-based marker. Just the way alcohol markers blend, like, that makes the difference, honestly. Sounds like the wind's picking up outside. Okay. Like I said, I know when you're adding in your kind of batches of color here, it can look a little rough, but it all makes sense once you finally have all the colors down. Okay, let's see. Give this a little twisty turn here. Let's see, is that enough? Let's add just a little bit more there. Okay. All right, let's grab our, what was the other one? Coco Brown. Okay. We're gonna smooth out some of this coffee brown. Because I was wanting a really kind of nice dark brown with her. They still have to be a little damp to be able to blend. It helps, but I have found that not necessarily. Do they blend a little bit better if they are? Yes, but I haven't found it a necessary component for it. They reactivate pretty well when it comes to blending them together. Sometimes if you lay down an entire like light layer of your highlight color, that can help. Just know that the more layers you lay down, the more likely it is to bleed through. Like, we're not doing too bad with the hair and bleed through and everything. Aw, thanks, Gina. Well, the thing of it is too, is once I have the hair down, depending on what color I make it and how dark I make it, like I'm probably gonna go through and add a little bit more shadow to her skin tone as well. Okay, of course, anytime. Like I said, I know I get a little quieter when I get in focus mode, but if you have questions, please feel free to ask them. Same thing if you're watching this back, feel free to pop your questions in the comments. Do my best to get back. Okay. You want to make sure to use enough colors that there's still color variation that gives it depth rather than just all one color. All right, let's grab the tan leather brown. Kind of smooth out some of these lines here. Okay. I know we just kind of went over that ear part, but that's okay. Creative license, that's what this is. Okay. Let's grab our warm beige. How do you keep the markers from bleeding past outlines? They don't really bleed at all by themselves, as long as I'm not going out. Now, I had a little bit of bleed by her mouth. If I've super saturated the paper, sometimes I can have a little bleed, but honestly, I don't have many bleed past the lines that I want to do. And maybe that has a lot to do with paper. Part of it has to do with how many layers of color I put on there. But yeah, I don't deal with the bleed too much. All right, how are we feeling about that hair? We need to do her eyebrows. That's what we need to do. She needs to get her eyebrows did. All right, let's start with tan leather brown on her eyebrows. I don't want to go too dark yet. go too dark, they might look like Bushman eyebrows. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think we can afford to have a little bit of Coco Brown. A tiny bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab, what do we want? Desert Rose? Let's actually, yeah, let's grab a little bit of Desert Rose, BR06. Okay, and I just want to add a bit more color to her skin tone now that we have her hair down, or at least half of her hair. Okay, and then let's grab, what was our mid one? Creme Brulee Brown. Let's use a little bit of that. Do we want to use the Creme Brulee Brown? Desert Rose to... Actually, let's use Powder Pink. Powder Pink, I think. Where did it go? Do I already have it out? Hang on. That's Rose Quartz. Powder Pink, here we go. Yeah, a little bit of contouring. Oh, sorry, I realized. Let me zoom out a little bit while I adjust. There we go. Yes, yeah, absolutely with markers. Let's turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, paper can make absolutely all the difference. Now I know it looks like a little orangey, but like it dries a little bit as it sits there and it makes it not quite look as saturated. There we go. A little bit more color in her cheeks. All right, let's do the other half of her hair, and then that'll make a bit more sense. Okay, so what did we have? We had tan leather brown, cocoa brown, warm beige, and coffee brown. Here we go. Okay, so we'll start with cocoa brown just like we did on the other side. Because although we did end up adding in the coffee brown afterwards, I want to keep both sides consistent. And if I go straight into the coffee brown, then it may end up looking darker than the other side, and I want to keep it balanced. So I just follow the same formula that I did on the other side. There we go. Let's see that bit here. We're making quite a bit of progress on her too. Yeah, she's definitely, especially with the dark, like brunette hair, she's looking like she got a little sun. She's looking a little tan. Maybe she likes to color outside. Of course, Dominique. Have a good dinner. Thank you for being here. I have the Cali art markers. Does that make a difference in the end result? I have never used Cali art, so I can't say for sure. But I don't know. I've only ever used the Copics and the Artezas. But I mean, I guess it just depends on how well they blend. I'm not quite sure quality of Cali art ones. Yeah, Shannon, do you have the Cali Arts? I was trying to think. I know Tanya has, I know she has, I think she has some Ohuhus. I know she's got some Copics. I know she tried the Artezas at one point. I'm trying to think of what else Tanya had. Oh, some of the colors turn yellow. Okay. Yeah, Melanie, the Copics can definitely be a bit of an investment. I think that if you really wanted to try out Copics and the price point was just a bit much, I would start out small. I would do the portrait set of the Copic Chows. I think that it's got a really good range of colors and they're smaller. They're smaller than the sketch ones, and so it's going to be a bit more digestibly affordable. I want to say the sketch ones for the portrait set are like $35, $36. So if I remember correctly, of course, I don't know, do they have the portrait set in the Chows? Either way, the Chows are going to be, I started out doing the sketches because I wanted to, I didn't want to have to upgrade later. That's why I purchased them so slowly, because the sketches are more expensive. But if I were to recommend any starter set, now granted, if you're not comfortable with doing skin tones, then maybe a different set. But what I liked about the portrait set is that it had, I don't know, when you buy the other ones, it's like you get 2 greens, 2 purples, you know, like a yellow, and I just feel like you can't blend those very well together. But the portrait set has 2, like, has 6 markers that all go really well together. And I ended up doing a whole page in just those, and it almost kind of came out looking like a sepia kind of themed one. Yes, brush tip marker, absolutely. Yes, that is key. Let's see, tan leather. Oh, wait, I forgot this one here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because I keep turning it and I don't wanna go out of frame for y'all. There we go. Right, the portraits are fun. Okay, tan leather brown now. Keeping in mind that we're gonna go back in with that coffee brown and kind of darken things up quite a bit. And I'm still working on finishing up that blue page that we started. I've been trying to work on that one in the evenings, and I'm getting there. We're getting close. How are we doing on time anyway? Oh, we're doing great. We're doing good. There's nothing that... Shannon, is anybody else coming on today? If I go just a little bit past noon, am I gonna be going over anybody? I need to take a look at the updated schedule because I know a lot of people kind of changed some of their times. Thanks, Silva. No? Okay. Well, we might go a tad bit past then. Because I'll either be doing this or cleaning the bathroom, and I gotta be honest, this sounds like more fun. I mean, raise a hands here who would rather color than clean their bathroom. Such a glamorous life, it really is. Aw, thanks, Annette. All right, warm beige. You can hear this one's already I definitely have my favorite colors that I enjoy using. I gotta watch for the sales. The next time these go on sale, I want to get like a backup set of these portrait tones. Okay, now you can see like quite a bit of difference between the side that we use the coffee brown on and not, you know? Oh, hi, Nate, welcome. You're fine. Okay, that is the cocoa brown. Now we're gonna grab the coffee brown. Mood my markers packed away. It's a good time to dig them out. All right, so now we're gonna use the coffee brown. Speaking of coffee, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. It's probably cold by now. Absolutely. All right, so coffee brown. Okay, let's turn it a little bit. I know she's gonna get flipped and turned a little bit. So just bear with here. I need my hand to be comfortable when we're doing flicks. Okay. So we're just kind of where we put the cocoa brown initially, that is where we're putting the coffee brown. And sometimes, like, especially if you're a little unfamiliar with doing portraits, it's a little bit easier to go in with lighter colors first. Oh, look at that. I went out of the line a little bit. Well, we're just going to make a new hair strand. It's a little bit easier to go lighter first and then go back and add when you're feeling a bit more confident with how your colors are looking. Okay. So I'm just kind of cleaning up some of these edges too as I go along. We still in frame? Yes. Actually, we could zoom in just a tad here. There we go. Here we are. If I knew my coffee was cold, I wouldn't have gone near it. It's just so tasty. Sometimes it's worth it. Tested to see if it's cold or not. I only ever have just 1 cup a day, but I really enjoy my coffee, and so it's like I don't wanna. I don't think I could ever. I mean, I'd give it up if I had to, but I really like my coffee. Heat wave in Ohio today, 67. 67's a heat wave? What is it usually in Ohio this time of year? Because it's supposed to be like 83 here on Thursday and then drop back down. I mean, the kids have consistently been going to school wearing their little sweaters, but that's real winter and Christmas. You gotta wear a hoodie outside in Texas. That's when you know it's winter. Not a full coat, but you know, just a hoodie. Oh, Catherine, I'm so glad. Never cold, exactly. Ah, in the 30s, okay. I know, I was saying they had some snow already. My brain hasn't functioned to snow. Somebody I saw, so you guys know who, what is it? Like Michael McIntyre? I don't know. He's a British English comedian, and somebody had reshared something on Instagram today that he had done a bit about, and I thought I've always thought that some of his bits are pretty hilarious, especially the ones about his kids, but one of the ones was like, what do we do in November? We spend most of the time standing around telling each other, I can't believe it's November. And like, you know, daylight savings time. We spend a lot of time just standing in the window like it's 5 o'clock. I can't believe it's so dark outside. Like, that's what we spend November doing, is trying to process the fact that it's actually November, but he does a really good job. I thought it was hilarious. How many colors are there, Catherine? Come to Texas, maybe we'll show you a heat wave. Yeah, it's definitely. It's pretty nice outside. If it's to the temperature in Texas to where I can open the window and it actually is a nice cool breeze and it's not too humid out, like, that's a nice day in Texas. It's always nice to get a little fresh air in the office. So I'm just going with this coffee brown and just kind of adding in the really dark points that I wanted. There we go. Okay, we're almost done with this coffee brown. Mom always says that we lose an hour's sleep. Well, sort of. I mean, if you have to get up at 7 a.m. every day, and then the clocks move, but your body still wants to go to bed at the same time, and it's 7 a.m. an hour earlier than it usually is, then yeah, technically. All right, now let's grab our Coco Brown. I got some ink on me, but oh well. All right, Coco Brown. But yeah, I'm not a fan of cold coffee. I don't even really like iced coffee. I always feel like iced coffee is just coffee that got left out. I can't wrap my head around iced coffee. We're just gonna continue this. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Before we keep going with this Coco Brown, I'm gonna grab the coffee brown real quick. I keep forgetting this one particular strand of hair here. There we go. Wait, didn't know that about the time change or the fact that I don't like iced coffee? Or did I say something else? I don't know. Sometimes I forget things I say. If only we did sleep an hour more and the clocks go further. I was just wake up earlier, right? Ooh, there you go, Tina. Gross cold coffee. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I like my toasty coffee. All right, so we're back to the Coco Brown. Just lots of flicks when you're doing hair. Flickety flick flick flick. I mean, obviously it's not hyper realistic or anything, but it does look nice. Oh, for the Penta ones. I gotcha. Hi, Mandy. I love cold coffee, hot coffee, but dislike lukewarm coffee when it's supposed to be hot. Yeah, there you go, Annette. I have a friend who makes homemade soap, and I just ordered some from her, and one of the ones that she made was a coffee soap. Now, I don't use any of these for like, I use them mostly for hand washing because I like to have nice soaps in the bathroom. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Okay, tan leather brown. She's in the middle of a restock at the moment though, so she doesn't have a ton of stuff in her shop because she also does like local like farmers markets and stuff where she's at. Ooh, hang on, chat. The cat's feeder just went off and the other cats are gonna eat it. Hang on. The other two cats were in with our older cat, and our older cat has a very specific diet. I walk in there and Annie's down there just trying to hoard mouthfuls before I take her away. Okay. Right, Emily? Yeah, it's hard to get the kids and the cats adjusted to the time change. It's like, no, you don't get fed an hour early. All right, still using that tan leather brown. There we go. Okay, let's grab our warm beige. Okay. Now, do we want to make her skin any darker? I might leave her skin for now. Maybe. Let me see. What color skin? Let's see, browns. Let's do... I don't want to make her too dark. Let's grab the Desert Rose again. Yeah, this one here. And I want to add just a little bit more shadow. I don't want her looking pale in comparison to having such dark hair. You know what I mean? And we'll blend all this out. But I love the Desert Rose. But usually once I have her hair done, I go in and make a few changes, you know? Let's see. All right, let's grab, which one? Let's go ahead and grab our Porcelain Peach. Aw, thanks, Mandy. I keep forgetting to blend the rest of her nose, so we're gonna do that part first. We might need to add in more of her cheek here a bit. But that's, somebody asked earlier, like, how do you avoid streaks? And that's a big part of it, is the multiple layers of ink that I put on here. That helps to avoid a lot of the streaks. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Let's grab the Cherry Blossom Pink. That's what happens when you start getting more of them out. It gets a little messy. Okay. I know it looks really dark right now, but just bear with. There's a method to my madness. All right, Porcelain Peach. Like, the Porcelain Peach just looks so yellow when you put it down, but when it dries, it's not nearly as much. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Let's do this a little bit darker. Let's grab the Desert Rose. How do you put a roast in a slow cooker? Meat first, then vegetables? Generally, yeah. Sometimes I'll put onions on the bottom. But yeah, usually I do meat first, then vegetables. Which set did you say you start with? I'm looking at Amazon as I'm watching your stream. I would go with, if you could only get one set. Are you talking about the Copics or the Artezas? Okay. How are we all doing? Do we want to keep going? What time is it? 12:04? We could keep going. All right, so what did we start? We started with Wave Blue. I want to do the other part of her sweater here. Actually, hang on. I forgot to do that part there. Yeah, onions on the bottom so they cook with the juices. Yeah, onions are about usually the only thing I put on the bottom, and then the rest of vegetables go on top. All right, Wave Blue was the first one. For Copic, I would go with the portrait set. And more cost effective is the chows, but if it's in your budget, then I would go with the sketch. It's gonna usually come with, which ones? Like it came with cotton pearl, pale fruit pink, dark suntan, copper. I can't remember what all it came with, but yeah. Barley beige, I think came in it. It's really good though. All right, Wave Blue. Hi, Patricia, thank you. Okay, let's zoom out a tad here so we have the whole sweater, because this is where we're at, but we're gonna finish up her sweater here. And I know this is, you know, longer than what's normally scheduled. So if you have other plans, feel free, but I kind of feel like we're close to finishing it, you know? Like this wouldn't fill an entire other stream, you know what I mean? Oh, hey Paul, you come to say hi? Hey bud. He says, I was napping and then you kicked me out of the room. So now I come in here. Hey buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Kyler and a Page. Well, you want to hang out? Okay. Ah, sounds good, Mandy. This one is from Christine Karron's website. It is a free download, her celebration picture for reaching 4,000 members on the Facebook page. The link to her website is in the description below, so you can check that out if you feel so inclined. Let's see, are we still in frame? Yes. You just hanging out? Yeah, you just want some pets? Yeah, you're good. Yeah, she's always got some bonus ones. But yeah, this one was to celebrate 4,000 members in her Facebook group. Aw, thanks, Queen of Flannel. Yeah, we're working on it. It's a work in progress here. No bite in my headphones, mister. You already ate one pair. Yeah, he just hangs out. He's a happy boy. Woke him up from his nap, so he's a little sleepy. He's content though, his tail's just swishing back and forth. Yeah, that was the window, huh? So you got startled, the window creaked. It's windy outside. Yeah, I'm kind of just determined to get this done here. Okay, let's put a little bit here. Got a little bit of that crease. All right, let's go in with our next color. His name is Paul. Yep, he's Sir Paul McCartney. He's got some little, he's got his own emote, and there he goes, and he's gone. See you later, bud. I think he's gonna chill on the carpet. These are alcohol markers. These are alcohol markers. Yeah, well, it's funny. So when he was found, they named his whole litter after the Beatles, and so when we got him, he was already Paul McCartney, but yeah, he's Paul McCartney now. All right, we're gonna use Caribbean Blue. Yeah, Caribbean Blue. I'm gonna go in the same order that we did when we did the first side of the sweater here. Yeah, they're alcohol markers for sure. Yeah, water-based markers don't blend like this. Yep, he is quite a character. Okay, we're just coming along, just working on the sweater here. End up with new names except for one. Morris got to keep his. They found him living in a parking lot in the corner of Lucy and Telegraph Road. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I definitely, when we got him though, I tagged Paul McCartney in a Insta post, holding out slight hope that he would see it and think it was funny, but we'll see. Highly doubt Paul McCartney is just chilling on Instagram. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab our Spearmint Green. Right, yeah, full set syndrome is rough with Copics, man. There's so many of them, and it is a hit to the wallet to get the whole set. Okay, now let's get our Wintergreen. We're not done yet with this. We're gonna go back through and kind of blend this out a little bit more. It'll look like the other side when we're all done. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab Surf Blue now. Went over a little bit. It's okay. We'll just roll with it. Where'd even put that many markers? So for the Arteza ones, I went ahead and took the boxes out, and then I have them stacked and I keep them, easy access, but that's about it. Oh, a Copic Masters course. Who teaches that? Is that like on Skillshare, or is that something different? Or is that like the masterclass thing that they do? Okay. Let's go ahead and grab Caribbean Blue again. Yeah, in fact, Queen of Flannel, I think it was you that I got the idea from, and I tested it out, and I just labeled the sides of the boxes so I could still see which set was which, and yeah, it's like way easier. Okay, and then let's grab Spearmint Green. Copic does it? Oh, I'd have to look into that. That's intriguing. This side is coming out a tad darker than the other side. We might need to add some Wintergreen on top of this. Or just add more Spearmint Green onto the other side. No, absolutely. Yeah, it works great. And then I'm actually reutilizing the Arteza boxes. Okay, this side is coming out darker than I intended. I think to balance it, we'll make the other side just a little bit darker. That's that's the downside of waiting in between layers. It's like, it's hard to stay consistent. Okay, so I have Spearmint Green here, and I'm just gonna balance this out a little bit. I think my issue is I didn't leave enough room for the Wintergreen. Oh, awesome, Ine. Although I feel like I'm still pronouncing your name wrong. I probably am. Names are such a hard thing sometimes, especially when you're just reading them. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I do want to darken up this area here just a bit. Let's grab, do I go back and forth a lot? Yes. Let's actually grab Rusty Rose just a bit. Okay. That's pretty dark, but we're gonna blend it out. It's naturally going to be darker right along the line of her sweater, you know? Okay, I'm sorry. And I feel like you've probably spelled it out phonetically for me before. I need to go back to my list. We're using Desert Rose now. At the very beginning when I first started streaming, and this was even like before I had gotten to know Belinda, because I even had hers up there. Like, I had a running list of names, of like channel names and what people's actual names were, so I tried to remember that. I'm pretty okay with remembering their names now, but yeah, you did. Okay, yeah, see, it's hard to remember all of them. I'm sorry, I swear it's not intentional. I need to have like a names channel where I can just be like, all right, everybody tell me how to say your names correctly so I don't totally botch it. All right, Desert Rose. It's hard to retain all that information sometimes. So if I ever mispronounce your name, I swear it's not intentional. My memory's just terrible. Okay, so just using Desert Rose to kind of touch things up here. Porcelain Peach. See, I can remember and recognize like most names saying like, oh, that person's been here before, but then a lot of times remembering how to pronounce it is a whole other story. Let's give her some pink nails, yeah? Let's grab our Bubblegum Pink. Okay, just a little bit of the pink nails. A little nail polish. Everybody loves a little nail polish. Okay, let's touch up just a little bit there. Okay, now we have the pencils here. How are we doing on time? 12:19, we're doing okay. Okay, pencils. Fun colors now. They think you're a man? What? Well, I suppose Kenny can be a boy's name. But I don't know, the K-E-N-I, that feels like that's a little bit of like a female connotation to it. All right, let's do some blue. I want to do a blue pencil. So let's grab, let's see, how much space do we have? Let's grab diamond blue. There it is, diamond blue and beach blue. Okay. So diamond blue. And zoom in a bit. There we go. All right, let's do this one in blue. Okay, beach blue. You would think, right? Okay, we need a good, let's grab ivory for the pencil wood. Okay, I need to touch up that tiny little spot with the teal. Let's see, spearmint green, no, let's grab the Caribbean blue. Tiny little spot there, okay. And then let's do, see, this pencil is connected to this, oh, I just realized this one probably should have been that one. Oh well, we're gonna roll with it. Okay, let's do a red. So let's grab fig red. Or sea urchin red because I see it there. Yeah, let's just grab sea urchin red because it's easily graspable. And peach. Awesome, Andy. All right, sea urchin red. You know what we could do to fix this? Hang on, I have an idea. All right, so we're gonna fix this because this should be the blue one, okay? We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. And let's grab the beach blue, okay? And we're gonna turn this one into a green, green. So let's grab jungle green, okay? And apple green. An apple green? Nope, that's aura green. Where is apple green? There it is. Exactly, you have to start somewhere. All right, jungle green. So this one goes there, that one goes there, that one's sort of doing its own thing. Yeah. We're gonna turn this one into a green. Okay. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna do a red. Oh, okay, Patricia. Okay. There we go. Hi, Ruthie. There we go. All right, there's our red. And let's do a yellow. So let's grab star yellow. I'm gonna have so many markers to put away. And white quartz. White quartz is in the tropical tones. Here it is, white quartz. Okay. So we're gonna grab Star Yellow. Nice bright yellow. Okay. Then we're gonna grab orange. So let's grab pumpkin orange and cream pearl. Okay. We're trucking along here. We got this. Okay, it's just the tail end of that one. Oh, that's a little too light. Let's grab citrine yellow. Nope, that's canary yellow. Apricot could work. I really want citrine yellow. Vintage yellow. Ah, here it is. Got it. Okay. That's better. And then let's grab that pumpkin orange again real quick. Okay. And then let's grab side purple. Okay, and lilac. And I realized we forgot to do that tiny little tip of the pencil there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna zoom out for a second. Oh my gosh, markers everywhere. Okay, she's coming along. We just need to do the coloring book and the mug and we're done. So for the mug, let's do, hang on, let's look at the chart here. For the mug, we've got teal, we've got fuchsia. Let's do a nice light blue, yeah? So let's grab peach blue and pale aqua blue, I think. Or did I say peach? I meant to say beach. Beach blue and pale aqua blue. We could also grab, yeah, I don't want to do a cooler one. Let's do beach blue, pale aqua blue, and maybe diamond blue, which I think we already have out. So diamond blue, let's see, beach blue. What about a neutral? A neutral actually might not be bad. A neutral might be good. Like a brown or a tan. Hang on, let's look at our tan colors here. Because we could bring in like these colors here. What if we do, sand dollar's nice. We could do sand dollar and ivory maybe? See, choosing the colors, that's when it gets, yeah, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I was on the fence about, I don't want to do almond because honestly, I'm running low on almond. So I want to save that for a skin tone. Let's do sand dollar, latte brown, sand dollar, and creme brulee brown, I think. Okay, so sand dollar, latte brown. Do I already have latte brown out? Yeah, I agree. Hang on. Creme brulee. And latte brown is sitting next to the vanilla milkshake. Let's see, that's scone, vanilla. Aha, latte brown. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, latte brown first, then sand dollar, then creme brulee. Okay. So we're using latte brown first. There we go. Go. I'm in like the home stretch, so I'm definitely in like focus mode at the moment. Okay, we need to do the handle. Okay. Then we're gonna grab the Sand Dollar Brown. Annie, what's the matter? Yeah, I really enjoy them, actually. I find them a lot of fun. Okay. And then what did we have after Sand Dollar? Creme Brulee. We might bring in a little bit of almond. Hang on, I gotta go open the door for Annie. She's having a connection out here in the hallway. Woof, almost put my headphones in the coffee. Okay, all right, you can go in. There you go. She likes to go in there after our older cat has eaten and be like, all right, what's left? I'll take it. Okay. There we go. All right, so where were we? Creme Brulee Brown. There we go. I want this to pop a little bit more though, so let's grab, let's see. Hang on, I'm looking at our colors here. Let's grab a little bit of deep pink, actually. Deep pink? No, Rusty Rose. Rusty Rose is what we want. Can you use them in the coloring books? Don't they bleed through? They can, absolutely. So I have this printed off and you do get bleed through. This is 110-pound cardstock. So yeah, you definitely have to be careful in your coloring books. Yeah, one-sided pages, for sure. Okay, so Rusty Rose. Because we still want this mug to kind of pop away from her hand. We don't want it to seem like it's just an extension of her hand, you know? There we go. Let's see, let's do a little bit of that Rusty Rose here. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a good call on the neutral paper. Would it work with gesso though? Gesso, whatever it is. Like, would they blend the same? Wouldn't gesso give it kind of a glossy finish? I don't know how I'd feel about using gesso. All right, let's use some sandstone orange. We're just kind of using a ton of different stuff here. Not too much, just a bit. Okay, let's go back to, oh, let's actually grab Desert Rose. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely, give him a shot. Okay, then let's grab that eggnog again. No, where was it? Sand Dollar, actually. Sand Dollar was the one we want. I have too many markers out, and it's making it difficult for me to find what I need. If only I put things away. All right. Hang on, just trying to find. Oh my gosh, it's right here. Just float on top. Dee Dee did the experiment. Yeah, that's what I wondered. Oh, it will reactivate it. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. All right, so using Sand Dollar again. I said I didn't want this to be the same color as her skin tone. I wanted to make sure that it is darker than that. All right, let's use the Creme Brulee. Okay, and let's grab our coffee brown. Something nice and dark here. I have used it in prepping canvases for painting, but as far as for my colorings, no, I have not. Okay, let's grab Coco Brown real quick. There it is. I'm gonna turn this to the side just a bit. Okay, I am going to grab my white. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Okay, let's see. Do I want? I'm trying to decide if I want white highlights on the mug. Just a few. Remove markers. All right, let's see. Let's grab, I wanna grab, I know we still need to have the coloring book to do, but we're almost done with it. We're almost done. How are we doing? 12:37, we're not doing too bad. Okay. Gold Sparkle Pop is what we're using now. Okay. Now I want to use some white on her shirt here. There we go. So you can tell I'm in focus mode here. I'm in focus mode. Okay, let's see. I want to add a little bit of white here. Just a little bit there. I left off a tiny little bit here on her, wrong side. Hang on. There we go. Tiny little bit there. Okay, were there any other highlights I wanted to add? Hang on, she's almost done. She's almost done. No, kitty. Go on, you just got fed. Let's see. Yeah, let's do the coloring book real quick. All right. I want to bust out with some green. We're going to use some green that we haven't used yet. So let's get our Aura Green and Celery Green. So Aura and Celery. It's Mantis, Cactus. What's this one? Celery, perfect. Okay, Aura Green, Celery Green. Okay, thanks. We are in the home stretch. Home stretch. Okay. Okay. Hi, Sarah. I hope your pain is overtime. If you have things to do, please, please go do them. Celery. I just couldn't see doing an entire other stream for this when it wasn't going to take up an entire other stream. You know what I mean? Okay, let's grab Pomelo Green. Pomelo Green. This is what? The longest one we've done was like, what, 4.5 hours? This is nothing compared to that. Let's grab Aniseed Green. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so many markers to put away. I have things that I should do, but I want to see how you finish the page. I know, we're so close. We're so close. A little bit of yellow on there. We're gonna use some gel pen on what should be the words. Okay, the second book I think we'll do in a pink. So let's grab Peony Pink and Ballerina Pink, I think. Okay, so let's see. That's Peony, perfect. Ballerina, there it is, Ballerina. Oh, good, Dee, I'm so glad. My jokes are always a flop. It's that text, just, if you were here and we were talking straight up, it'd be so different. All right, so Peony Pink. Well, see, I also have to keep an eye on the time because at some point I gotta go pick up my kids from school. So, all right, Peony Pink here. Kitty, you got fed lunch. What do you want? She's over here rubbing on my chair. Ballerina Pink. Waiting for paint to dry. I like it. All right, Ballerina Pink. Okay. Let's see. Let's grab. I always feel like I get excited at the end of a page too, and I'm like, come on, you can do this. Home stretch. I feel like we need like the Great British Bake Off music in the background. Where is the muted rose pink? Have I not used it? Oh, I haven't used it yet. Let's see. Muted rose pink. So I want to get this a little bit darker. Okay. Then we have the coloring book pages. Let's do Cream Pearl. I know that we already used that once. Cream Pearl. Here we are. Okay. Why are you meowing at me? You literally got lunch already. What is the problem? She's over here just meowing at me. She literally just ate. All right, and then let's grab Sand Dollar. Where's Sand Dollar? Sand Dollar, Sand Dollar, Sand Dollar, Sand Dollar. Warm Beige, you're not Sand Dollar. Kitty, I fed you lunch. If you want to make yourself useful, you can put away these markers for me. Because I don't know how to clean up after myself. Oh my gosh, where is Sand Dollar? I want it, I need it, and I want it now. Which brand? These are the Arteza Everblends, Arteza Everblend Ultras. They're nothing if I can't, there it is, Sand Dollar, haha! Okay, just a little bit. Give it a little bit of dimension here. See, Kitty, you help me put things away because you gotta pull your weight around here, Missy. That works, right? Tell your cat to get a job. Okay, we're gonna zoom in just a little bit. Let's do... Trying to think what color I want to use. Let's use pink, and we're gonna use the Sleechy metallic gel pen. It is a Pentel Sleechy pen. I'm just going to trace the letters here. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's like legit meowing down here, and she just ate like 45 minutes ago. Hey, leave the computer alone. I don't need you turning it off. Okay. Almost got it. Here we go. Okay. Before I zoom out, is there anything I want to add to it? Because I think we'll leave these little squiggles as is. I think she might be done, folks. I think she, color chart, calming down. I think she might be done. Let's shift this all out of the way. And there we go. What do we think? All done. She looks so happy to be coloring in her coloring book. Yeah, that was a good call on the neutral mug. I'm glad you did that. That works out better. I think a blue might have been a little overwhelming. But yeah, there she be. I realize I got a little pink on her eye, but that's okay. And that was like 2 hours, 45 minutes. All done. She is all done. Thanks everybody who stuck it out, hung out with me while I did it. She's purty. She's purty. I'll get a picture of her and get her posted and get her on up on the gram. But yeah. Okay, let's talk Friday. I don't know Friday yet. I'll surprise you all. Saturday is going to be an interview with Rachel Reinert. I want to take a look at my book, see what it is I want to do. I still have we might do Serene. I really want to finish that page in Serene, and I just haven't had time to. It's the Weeping Angel page with the Loomies, so we might do Serene. I don't know. I'll let you all know with the cover photo and everything, but yeah. Today was this, and she's finally done. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and chilling for this almost 3 hours because I was determined to finish. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Friday evening. All right? Chat with y'all later. Bye.